My name is Margot, and I'm the host in the middle. What's your name?
My name's Louise.
And my name is Ife.
Laura.
That's Ellen's phone.
Come and get things warm up on the table.
Are we rolling?
Elam, camera is rolling.
Fantastic. And there's a man over there. Can I just get your just give us your name? That's all we really asked.
Connell.
Connell, hi Connell, and this is Talkaoke. So at the moment we're talking. This is Poplar picnic. Where are all the sandwiches? Who's got all the sandwiches? Or is it more about scones? Like what is it? Is it scones or scones? We don't really know actually. Remind me your name.
Ife. I had a really good fruit galette from the coffee shop.
Fruit galette.
Yes,
What
and
is a fruit galette? Because
It
you must
is-
be just right there.
it is pastry and it's delicious and it's got fruit in it. And yeah, it goes very well with a mocha.
Okay, so fruit galette. I mean, hello. We've got a new face at the table. Let me just grab your name. What's your name?
My name's Ian.
Hello, Ian. At the moment, we're talking about fruit galettes. Apparently, they're like a fruity pastry, which if I got from the cafe over there. But yeah, where are all the sandwiches?
You know, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of like a fruity pastry. I think I prefer like, you know, sort of like a hazelnut, sort of caramelized or chocolatey kind of
Right.
pastry, you know? That's the kind of pastries I really like. The fruit ones, I'm like, oh, I love the pastry. And then it's like, oh no, what a shame. The fruit is normally quite sour.
Okay, so is
Yeah.
the fruit destroying the flavour of a pastry? That's what we're talking about, Ian. Have you got any?
I'm sorry, I'm
Oh,
not going
got
to talk about that. I
disagreement there.
just want to say I'm on stage soon and I'm going to dedicate the performance to Talkaoke.
Okay, thank you. And I should also say this is Talkaoke, which means the conversation is taken in a direction that you guys want to take it. Ian just dropped a bomb there. He's going to be doing a performance. He's going to be dedicating that to Talkaoke, which is this table here. It's not bad. It's not bad. But I feel like there was some controversy about the pastries. I mean, Efe, would you?
Yes, I fully
Where's that
disagree.
coming from?
And I will spit bars right now. No, I will not. I will not.
Disappointed.
You know, the fruit isn't sour. Like, it's actually really sweet. In fact, I will get you one and change your mind.
Okay, so there's a challenge. The challenge is on. Do you feel challenged?
You know what? I'm gluten intolerant. You know, so I would love. I mean, hey, if they got some gluten-free offerings, fantastic. But something tells me they don't. But if they do, amazing. But yeah, I remember the days when I could have pastries, but unfortunately I can't now. But yeah, you know, I think cake.
I just want to say to these guys, because we're just doing this talk show. That's literally what we're doing, just talking to this mic. And you're welcome to join. This is Talkaoke.
Come and join.
So don't be shy. Talking about gluten-free pastries. What's the point? Anyway, Ellen, carry on.
Yeah, no, I was just rambling, really. I really wanted to have a picnic this year, though. Like, I had this idea that I was going to get a picnic basket and just, like, go to the park with a book, maybe a little bit of wine. But, I mean, it hasn't happened yet, and it feels like summer may have come to an end. I don't know.
So at the moment we're talking about what makes a good picnic. I mean, where are all the sandwiches? Do you guys have sandwiches? What do you have in your picnic basket? Do you have wine? Do you have a child? What's that? You're going to get something here. Okay, what are you getting? Because this is a talk show. We just need to... Obviously, we can't move, but... Bakehouse. Okay. Well, tell us what you got there for yourselves, and we're going to be here till 4 o'clock, right? Oh, right. Wait. Okay, Beyonce.
We have a Beyonce fan over here. Tell me, you know, what's your favourite Beyonce song?
I can't choose a favourite Beyonce song. I mean, her new album Renaissance is amazing. Yeah. Shout out to the DJ, Break My Soul.
Do you want to do a few lines? You know, lyrics?
Like performance now? Oh no, I'm not.
Actually, sorry. I should just say, no singing, no fighting at Talkaoke table. These are the rules. Yeah, not allowed to sing because then it turns into something completely different. But talking about singing is completely fine.
Okay. I do have a point on picnics though.
Yeah?
I quite like to be a bit bougie with my picnics. I like a bit of smoked salmon. Oh, thank you. I can hold it.
Yeah, you can hold this microphone.
Yeah,
Thank you for helping with my job. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I quite like a bit of smoked salmon. I went on a picnic with
I'm
someone.
gonna hit these people with a question. Do you guys, what do you have in your picnic basket? Do you have salmon? Are you vegetarian? And also, is gluten-free pastry even like worth considering for a picnic? We don't know. So okay. So having salmon is bougie.
Yeah,
That's
apparently.
something I'm learning
And I
now.
had to have lemon as well, and they were like, lemon on smoked salmon? You can't have smoked salmon without a bit of lemon and pepper. It's like, what are you doing, you know?
You can or you can't. Sorry, do you tend to have salmon in your picnic basket? We will never know. This man will just keep this knowledge to himself. Let's grab this one.
I do love a salmon and cream cheese bagel. You know what I mean? That combination.
That's the statement.
Yes,
out
salmon
there.
cream cheese with a bit of fennel, of course pepper, and a bit of lemon. It has to be there. But I hear ya. Salmon is always, it's a top pick for a picnic.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Right.
I can't lie, I don't like cream cheese, but yeah, I'm with you.
That's fair enough. Yeah, Effie.
I think, I don't know, picnic food, I would not go for like, sandwiches or bagels. Bring me the jollof rice, bring me the suya, bring the Nigerian food. That's what I want.
Okay, so jollof, is that a kind of like a classic picnic dish in Nigerian? I was gonna say household, but if you're outside.
No. You can have jollof rice anywhere. You can have cereal for lunch. You can have, pancakes for dinner. So why can't you have jollof rice at a picnic?
Okay, but can you actually have pancakes for dinner? Can you have breakfast for lunch? Like, is that allowed? Is that okay? Is that upset? Do you have breakfast for lunch sometimes, or lunch for dinner? Like, are there specific foods that are attributed to specific times of day? But I'm also interested in this, like, jollof rice. Is that what kind of goes into it?
So I'm really bad at cooking jollof rice. It always ends up soggy. But you just put a bunch of blended spices and tomatoes and pepper, and it makes some kind of liquidy thing, and you cook the rice in it. I'm not the best cook.
Okay.
But actually my boyfriend sitting over there is really good at jollof rice.
Okay, so Connell, right? Can you just tell us, like, just in one word, like, why are you so good? What do you do that FA's not doing?
I'm just better at following instructions.
Okay. Right, so that's what it's all about. So if you follow instructions, that make you a good cook.
You know what? I really like
yeah?
Ife's style. You said that you're not good at cooking jollof rice, and you've just taught your boyfriend to cook it. So now he cooks the jollof rice for you, basically. Wow, I really respect that. I'm going to try that next time. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're not a good cook, just get someone who is, or just make them be a good cook.
I mean, maybe you're being a bit humble, because if you taught him how to cook jollof rice, then you must be good,
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't teach him. I just gave him a cookbook. Just Googled it, and and he's way better at cooking. I can show you. I can share some pictures.
Hang on, FA. I'm just going to explain to these people. This is a pop-up talk show. You're welcome to sit here and just have a chat. At the moment, we're talking about cooking. Are you any good at cooking? And who's got all the sandwiches for this Poplar picnic? What have you guys got on your picnic basket? Oh, you've gone to Lidl. Is Lidl like the best supermarket out there? Come a bit closer. Like, I know you're kind of setting up your picnic, which is completely what you should be doing. But give us a couple of seconds of your time. We're just having a chit chat, really. That's what we're doing. Yeah, go on. Come on. Grab a mic.
Come on, Amy.
Come on, Amy. That's right. I'm gonna give you your own mic. At the moment, we're talking about cooking and picnic. What's in your picnic basket? And there's no age limit either, so anyone can join. Even the little ones, if they wanted.
But you know what you were saying about the jollof rice? I was like, oh, actually, yeah, I would love a bit of jollof rice at a picnic. In fact, I went to a friend's birthday last week, and I was expecting jollof rice there, because that was the first jollof rice I ever tasted. And then the mum was like, oh, she didn't make it because they have jollof rice all the time, so they were a bit bored of it. And I was like, hold on, I don't have jollof rice all the time, and I came to this party expecting the jollof rice. Anyway, that was a bit disappointing.
Right, so jollof rice. I've just got a question to this lady over there. She's walking away. That's such a shame. Do you know jollof rice? Have you ever tried jollof rice? That's the question right now. Now, what is your favourite dish? What dish would you bring to the picnic, like this picnic here today? Anyway, also, meanwhile, we've got a new face around the table, so let's get a new face's name.
Oh, hi, my name is Sabir.
Hello, Sabir. We've got Ellen, we've got Connor, we've got Larice, and we've got Efe, we've got Laura there on the visualizations I just mentioned. Here's a little bit of a visualization of what we've been talking about so far. I mean, we've got Beyonce, that she got mentioned, salmon and cream, cheese, and that kind of stuff. And at the moment, we're asking about what's in your picnic basket. jollof rice, or was it salmon and cream cheese?
Cream
Come and give us a couple of
cheese.
seconds of your time. This is a Talkaoke pop-up talk show. We're here till 4 o'clock, so that's it.
I'm loving those trousers that lady is wearing over there. I have to say, those jeans are very eye-catching.
Stylish. Yeah, go on.
Speaking of disappointment when it comes to jollof rice, it just
Right.
reminded me that I went to an Afrobeats brunch in Brixton the other week, and you know when you go to an Afrobeats brunch, you expect African food, and I've brought this up so many times. He's tired of hearing it, Connor. But there was no African food. They had popcorn chicken and chicken wings, but I'm like, where's the suya? And it was a situation. I was very disappointed. Yeah.
Okay, so it was advertising something, but not really doing the right job with the menu. Okay, did you stand up for the African cuisine then, or did you tell them what you think about it?
Oh, I
did you call
did.
them out? Hello. Come and join this Talkaoke table. We can just sit and listen. Anyone is welcome. We'll keep an eye on him. Don't worry. Yeah.
I did call them out a bit too much. Too much, really. Connor, started getting a bit like, you said it a million times. What are they supposed to do?
Hello.
I do stand up for my, my food beliefs.
Okay.
A bit too much.
Okay, so welcome. This is Pop-Up Talk Show. This is Talkaoke. At the moment, we're talking about food and what's in people's picnic baskets. We're talking about, Effa here. She went to Afrobeats night, and there was some food, but can you believe it? There was no African food at all. Like literally nothing, just generic chicken kind of stuff that she wasn't really interested in. So she stood up for the correct cuisine. But anyway, I'm going to grab your name. What's your name?
My name's Tausif.
Tausif, okay. Have you come here with your picnic basket today?
No, not really. I just went for a run.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of looked around and yeah.
Okay, and but if you were to kind of prepare yourself for a picnic, what would you put in your basket?
I feel like just put like sandwiches, maybe some rice. If I'm feeling a bit hungry. Yeah.
Okay, so a bit of rice, a bit of sandwich. What about salmon? How do you feel about salmon? Because Louise here, she was like, yeah, it's all about salmon. And it's a bit bougie, but it's worth it.
I mean, it is a good fish compared to the other ones. I mean, but like commercial salmon is like kind of overrated.
Okay.
Compared to wild salmon. Just they use things like food coloring in their food to make it look pink.
Okay, so salmon is not actually pink. Well, thank you. I didn't know this. I mean, is that like common knowledge on this table? Like salmon is actually not naturally pink. Ellen, do you know something?
Yeah,
about
I know salmon's quite controversial, like in terms of how it's farmed, and apparently it's got a lot of like heavy metals in there, microplastics.
Right.
But these days I just think, well, what can you eat? Everything's got an issue. I was actually craving some tuna the other day, and I thought, oh my god, last year around this time I went to the fish market down the road, good old Billingsgate fish market, and I bought a big fat tuna steak.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I need to actually make another trip down there and pick up another nice tuna steak. And I was thinking, you know what? Like, maybe I'm craving it because this is what my body needs right now. Maybe this season means that I need a lot of iron. So, because I was thinking, like, why is it around this time each year I start craving tuna, tuna steaks,
So what is about tuna that our body craves? Like, is it special, like, micro elements? And by the way, this is a pop-up talk show, so you're welcome to come and sit down and have a little chat. This man over there, you're welcome to come and sit down and rest your feet, actually. Do you eat salmon? Did you know that its colour, it's not a real colour? Salmon. Do you know about salmon? Because we've got some controversial facts here. Yeah, it's being recorded, so sit here so you won't be recorded. Just with your back to the thing, just sit here. Right. Welcome. By the way, I'm Margot, this is Sabir, there's Ella, I'm kind of walking around Kano, and...
My name's Tausif.
Tausif, Louise,
Ife.
and...
Rowan.
Rowan. Hi Rowan. So this is a Poplar picnic. We're just talking about what's in people's picnic baskets. A bit of sandwich, a bit of rice, jollof rice. We were talking, I'm just going to do a little rewind for you. We were talking about also why is salmon pink? Did you know that actually it's not a natural colour? That's one thing. Also, if you're not a good cook, just get your boyfriend to cook for you. That's just a life tip, really. And also, we're talking about Beyonce, really, kind of marginally. We can take it in any direction whatsoever. But like, do you like salmon?
Yeah, salmon's alright. I suppose. Salmon's
Yeah.
alright.
And what's in your picnic basket? What kind of stuff do you have there?
Just snacks really, like drinks and crisp and things like that.
Okay, crisps. Any particular? Cakes?
Yeah.
Okay. So none of the kind of healthy stuff, like it's...
Maybe some fruits.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe some fruits. But yeah, that's probably about it. Sandwiches, crisps, and then like cakes, biscuits, and drinks.
Okay, so just going for like a kind of light snacks, that kind of selection. Hello, this is a Talkaoke pop-up talk show. You're welcome to sit down, listen, get involved. Just talking about picnics, actually. Yes, F.A.
And I'm actually surprised that no one has mentioned alcohol yet.
Whoa.
Yes, I think mixed drinks, cocktails are really, really important for picnics. And I actually have a secret cocktail recipe that I developed over the first lockdown.
Oh.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're very welcome. That was me, actually. Because the sound effects pad is finally working again. So going back to life.
So if anybody wants to try this recipe, I was going to keep it a secret, but I'm a very generous person. So you take 2 shots of pink gin, 2 shots of vodka, 4 to 6 shots, measurements of apple juice, bit of lime, bit of lemon, squeeze it in, shake it in ice, pour. You will not taste how alcoholic it is, but it will knock you off your feet. I'm telling you.
Okay, the man is kind of listening. He was making mental notes about this recipe. Interesting. So we're talking about picnics. We just got a really nice recipe for cocktails. I mean, I think maybe
it's called the Ife.
The Ife special.
Yes.
Right, but you can come and take a seat if you want to. Do you? I mean, is this your van? Do you sell cocktails there? Would you consider selling FA's special cocktail? No, okay. Is it? Are actually ice creams a picnic food? There's a question. Oh, take a seat for 1 second. This van is going. Give us a final thought about anything. All right, yeah, do that then.
I'll come back. Final thought. Yeah, I'll come
Too many
back.
mics. What are you gonna do?
Final thought about what though?
Anything at all. It could be a question. Would you buy?
A final thought about anything.
Anything at all.
Who's gonna win tonight, AJ or Usyk?
Who are these people?
Anthony Joshua.
Oh, okay. Who is this?
Anthony Joshua. He's my husband.
Okay. Does your boyfriend know about it? I mean, whatever. It's not my life. But who did you say, Joshua?
Oh yeah, Joshua's fighting. It's a heavyweight fight. He's fighting Usyk again. He lost the first time round, so he's in Saudi Arabia. Should be in the late evening. So.
Okay,
yeah. So tune in if it's a big fight. So.
Right. I mean, are you going to be tuning in?
Yeah, I'll go and watch it with my friends. I watch boxing. I'm a former boxer, so.
Okay,
so I watch boxing all the time.
Okay, so Sabir's a boxing fan. Thank you for explaining all these kind of nooks and crannies.
And can I just say,
you definitely can.
He's got Nigerian heritage. Just so everybody knows, Anthony Joshua is Nigerian. Thank you.
Okay, so is this not common knowledge? I mean, do we just is it obvious where people are from when you kind of, when they fight? Like, is their heritage obvious? I mean, what do people think about this? I mean, I'm just going to ask this man, are you watching football? No, not football.
Boxing.
Are you watching boxing tonight? Are you into boxing? Not anymore. What sports are you into? Actually, it's a question to both of you. Yeah, come and take a seat. All right. Can't really blame you. It's a good sport. Come and grab a seat. This is Talkaoke pop-up talk show talking about boxing. Apparently, what's his name? Joshua. Anthony Joshua. So Joshua is his second name, but sounds like a first name. So it's okay. I just got a little bit confused. So what's your name, by the way?
I'm Leo.
Leo and Cassia. Fantastic.
Sabir.
Ife.
Luis.
Tausif.
Connell.
And I'm Morgan. This is Talkaoke. So at the moment we're talking about sports, talking about boxing. There will be few of us, or not me, but few people around the table watching boxing tonight. But you're saying boxing is not your thing. What is your thing?
Well, it used to be football, but now it's basically just babying it.
Okay, so having babies as a sport, I have not considered that. I mean, are there different disciplines in that sport? How does it work?
Well, there's a lot of running,
Right.
Running, catching, throwing.
Okay, right. Okay, I mean, are there any kind of Olympics, any kind of competitions they can take part in, child sports?
Well, in the future, yes. At the beginning, it's still discovering everything, but we already know ball is a thing, so she loves all the balls.
Yeah.
And that's also my thing. I'm Brazilian, I love football, so can't escape from it.
Right. So we've got Brazilian influences. Grab this.
Oh no, I'm just asking about what you think of the
No,
World
you
Cup.
can ask on the mic. That's kind of how it works. So you do
Yeah,
the
what
right
do you think
thing,
about the
that's
World
it.
Cup chances for Brazil?
Well, depends how it goes, how the team is gonna be, but we always kind of the top, so
You guys are one of the favourites to win it, so
yes. A high expectation, after the few last frustrations, so now is a better time maybe, yeah?
Right. So are you okay there, Laura? Okay, you're being attacked by the fruit of this tree. What is this? Acorns or something? Okay, so we've got all sorts of things on the table here. We can take it in any direction we want. Obviously, we've got. Sorry, remind me your name.
Leo.
So Leo is saying, okay, having children is kind of like I don't know, doing a sport. Used to be football, but now just having a child is like it's a sport discipline in itself. We've got football on the table. We've got the boxing. We've got Joshua. What's his name?
So Anthony Joshua,
Anthony
who is
Joshua,
Nigerian.
who's Nigerian. I'm going to hit these guys with a question. Guys, did you know that Anthony Joshua is Nigerian, actually, the boxer? Do you know boxing? What sports do you know? Do you know any sports? Yeah? Maybe something to do with cycling, I don't know. It's a nice bicycle there.
I do cycle sometimes.
Cycles, where do you cycle? I mean, is there any good place to cycle around here? I mean, it's Poplar, so it could be...
The best place is Richmond.
Richmond, okay, so it's a big cycle. Did you come from Richmond today, or are you local, guys?
Just local.
Local, okay, fine. I mean, we've got a question. Come and just grab a...
You know what, I'm just wondering, your t-shirt says, what choice did you make today? So your t-shirt says you must make the choice. But okay, you've come here. That's fantastic. It's an amazing choice. I also have another question. Oh, you're next, yeah?
Are you off? Okay, well, you can come back if you feel like it. This is a pop-up talk show. But Efe, you've had your hand up earlier. So
no problem.
All right. So just so you can tell if someone's Nigerian just by their name. And so Anthony Joshua's full name is Anthony Oluwafemi Olasheni Joshua. And so you can tell, by somebody's name, well, if they're Nigerian and you know where they come from, like what tribe they're from. And he's Yoruba and I'm Yoruba. And that's why I call him my husband.
Okay, I see. So if there are two people from Yoruba, it's completely fine to call each other husband or wife. I mean, is it similar in Brazil? I mean, I don't know what other countries we've got around this table. I mean, yeah. So what do you think about this? Are there any kind of special names in Brazil?
Yes, there is. We can definitely spot, especially football players. When we hear, we know the names. Yeah, it is.
What's the kind of classic Brazilian surname then?
Silva.
Silva, okay, right. Okay, is your surname Silva?
No, I'm Italian as well. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what's the kind of most common surname in Italy then? I'm just curious.
In Italy? Well, I wouldn't be able to say. My surname is like super Italian, Gobbo. That is a meaning, so...
Giovanni's common name.
Giovanni is a very common
Giovanni is a very common name.
Okay. So we've got common names in... I thought Brazil, but actually it's Italy. We've got Yoruba names. I mean, but also, yes, Ellen.
International.
Oh, did you have your hand up, or were you just stretching?
No. I just had another point to make.
Right, please.
But you know how, the other day when I was watching the athletics, I had no idea that there was a female cricket team, and I was like, oh my god, it never even occurred to me that there was. I've just never seen women playing cricket before. Anyway, because you mentioned the World Cup, I'm just wondering, after the success of the whole, whatever championship, whatever sort of game, the Euros, I'm wondering, is the Women's World Cup going to get more recognition next time? And when is the World Cup? I'm just really intrigued to know, what coverage that Women's World Cup will get, because in the past it just kind of, I don't even think it's on the main channels when it happens.
Okay, so women's football and cricket. Do you have any insights about when the next championship is?
The next Women's World Cup is in 2023. I watched the last few World Cups. I keep up. It's mostly on BBC and ITV. They broadcast it every time because it's a World Cup. They broadcast it like the Men's World Cup, but it's not as famous. But it's picking up. The women's sport is picking up. Women's cricket has been around for a long time. I watched that time to time. The recent winners have been England. So the England women won the recent World Cup. So there's different formats of World Cup in terms of in cricket. You got the ODI, which is a one-day cricket. You got T20, which is a short format. And you got Test cricket, which is different.
Yeah.
It goes over 5 days, but it's very long to it's very long, but it's picking up the women's sport in terms of cricket. Football is picking up the pace, and in a few years' time, it'll be very popular. I would say, yeah.
Okay, I hope you're appreciating my cricket sound effect as well. I'm just gonna let it run until it's finished now, because the sound pad just kind of goes to sleep now and then. But I mean, so female football and the cricket. I mean, do we have any kind of fans of cricket on this side of the table? No crickets. Cricket sound. Hit that cricket sound. It's somewhere there. Yeah, here we go. Right, and also I've got a question, just kind of bringing it back to what you were talking about. So, why has he shortened his name? That's my question. And yeah, what is it about changing names?
So he hasn't shortened his name, it's just 4 names, right? And so to make it more accessible, like for example, my full name is Ifelua, but I call myself Ife because, you know, it's easier to pronounce. So if you don't introduce yourself by saying all your names, so he's just, you know, those 2 Yoruba names are his middle names, I guess.
Right, so, so, I mean, do people have like middle names? Like, do you have different names? Hello people, this is Talkaoke, Pop-Up Talk Show, just talking about names. Do you have multiple names, or you just name and a surname? That's it. Do you have middle names, that kind of stuff?
My name's Jeff.
Jeff? Okay, do you have a middle name, Jeff? Okay, would you like to have a middle name? Okay, do you have a nickname? Do you have a nickname? Okay, so Jeff all the way. Fantastic. Well, this is a pop-up talk show. You can take a seat and just see what happens, really. That's what you could do. We've got some new people coming in, talking about Yoruba names. Okay, Leo, before you go, I'm going to spin around. Oh, give us your final thought. Your final thought. Give us your final thought. What are you going to leave us with? Or maybe there's a subject that we covered that you enjoyed.
What about the kind of a little bit more modern sports like skateboard and surfing that they are hitting the Olympics now?
Right.
So it's a big change now, you know. So like not is staying on the mainstream sports, but about the alternative and slightly different ones.
Okay, so what about the alternatives ones? I mean, is there any of these sports kind of happening here in Poplar or no?
Surfing is popular.
Yes, here in Poplar I'm not very aware. I know cycling is a big thing. You know, you have the canal, you can go everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's great here. There's the BMX that you can find places around Tower Hamlets, you know. So that's very interesting to focus as well. You know.
Okay, BMXs.
I can also see there's the stand-up paddle boarding over there.
Yeah.
I thought, this is quite a nice place to do it. They're sort of,
Exactly, we can use the canal. It's running just around us, you know.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Leo. Efe, are you going? Okay, people, before you go, this is the rules. Louise actually has got some questions, so she's going to ask you a couple of questions there. But Efe, as you are going, and Connell as well, you're probably going off to what? To cook or something? Give us your final thoughts. Something that maybe you're going to come away with, or maybe throw a question to the table.
My final thought is food is amazing. Thank you. That's my final thought.
Any kind of food, or just food all the way? Any kind of food?
Seafood spaghetti. Seafood spaghetti. That's my favourite food. Last holiday I went on my lunch. I had seafood spaghetti in a restaurant.
Right.
For dinner I did have the same thing, and then I woke up the next morning and had lunch and also had seafood spaghetti.
Okay.
So everybody, go out and eat some seafood spaghetti. Thank you.
Okay. Would you put that in your picnic basket?
I would put
to transport
octopus and squid and prawns. I think that would go in the picnic basket.
Right, but. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So seafood spaghetti, that's kind of what's happening here. Connell, do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to leave us with?
As like a modern sport, I'd recommend people try climbing, like bouldering.
Climbing,
There's a spot you can do it at Mile End. That's quite good.
Okay, and is that because you guys live locally, right?
Yeah, we're local.
Okay, you're local. So what kind of stuff do you do around here? I mean, sorry, this is the final question. Like, what kind of stuff do you get involved in here? Is it easy to keep active or doing sports in Poplar?
I eat.
You started cycling.
Yes. Actually, I started cycling. So I recently started a new job in London Bridge, and so I cycle in the morning to go to work, and then walk back home.
Okay.
And you know, it's really easy. Just put some Burna Boy in your ears and like sing along, and it's really fun.
Okay, bang. Well, thank you so much for these tips, and thank you for staying down here. So yeah, welcome to new faces around the table. I'm Margot. This is Talkaoke. I'm just gonna do a quick round of names, if that's okay with everyone. What's your name?
My name's Tausif.
And pass it on.
Pat.
Pat.
Graham.
Rhodes.
I'm Ian.
I'm Elam.
And I'm Sabir.
Sabir, and I'm Margot, and I think Effa is going, so we can grab her as well, Louise. But okay, so this is Talkaoke, this is Laura over there as well, and I should just mention, we are just chatting about really anything that you guys want to talk about. I can do a quick rewind of what we have been talking about so far. I've got 2 mics, which is really exciting as well, so I'm quite overwhelmed by that. But we have been talking about what people put in their picnic baskets. Are you more of a sandwich person? Would you just bring crisps, drinks? What about alcohol? Would anybody put alcohol in the picnic basket? Is that not a done thing? No, not you. Why is that not your thing?
Well, I don't want to get drunk while I'm enjoying myself.
Okay, so being drunk whilst enjoying yourself is just not okay for you. Just not something that you enjoy. Okay, what about you guys? I mean, like, do you enjoy being drunk?
No, not drunk, but I don't mind having a drink.
Okay, how much is a good amount of drink? What's the kind of optimum for you, Pat?
Maybe 2 glasses.
2 glasses of vodka
Whatever.
or gin?
Whatever.
Right.
No, not gin.
Okay.
2 buckets of gin.
2 buckets of gin. Is this enough to get someone drunk? Do we need alcohol to get to enjoy ourselves? This is the question. Graham, you're saying no?
No, I'm saying no. You don't need a drink to enjoy yourself, because if you're enjoying yourself, what's the point of drinking? We can go to the pub and still enjoy yourself without drinking.
Okay, so yeah, so alright, oh, loads of points.
If you're drinking alcohol and it's an hot day, you get dehydrated.
Okay, dehydration. You get drunk
with the atmosphere.
Okay, right, I've got a question to this man over there. He has been listening. I know you're doing a job, so you don't have to sit down. I will make that concession. But do you agree that you don't have to drink alcohol to have fun? Or is it
I think taking a bit of alcohol adds a little bit of fun to it, because it changes your mood.
Yeah.
Even if you're dull, it keeps you excited, and it adds to the fun.
Okay, and is that what kind of alcohol would you have in a picnic basket if you were to have a picnic and weren't working as you are now?
It depends on the people around me. If I'm with my guys, I don't mind taking something strong. If I'm with ladies, maybe I'll take something a bit down, like wine or something down.
Okay, so wine is a girl's drink, and what's the other thing that you'd only drink with your boys?
I could take vodka.
Vodka, okay.
Smirnoff.
Right, okay, so that's kind of like a more, I don't know, substantial
Manly.
drink. Yeah, manly drink.
Exactly,
okay,
yeah.
cool. Are you leaving us?
I don't think he is. What would you take?
I mean, I am underage, so I don't drink.
Oh, okay.
I mean, is there something, what do you think about people drinking? I mean, is there something that bothers you at all? Do you agree there's like the masculine drinks, feminine drinks? We don't actually need drinks.
I am Muslim, so I don't drink.
Right, okay.
And I really don't like the idea of people drinking. Kind of blinds you in my sense.
Okay, so idea of people drinking, maybe it's not something that appeals to you. What kind of things do you do to have fun then? I know you're underage, but like what kind of stuff?
I don't know, watch TV, look at social media, play games, regular stuff.
Right, so social media games, are these the kind of things that you do with other people, or is it more kind of like a solitary?
Nah, something alone.
Alone, okay, cool. Alright, do you want to throw your final thoughts to the table, just kind of see?
Nah.
Or throw a question?
No, not really.
Awesome. Well listen, enjoy yourself, and yes, thank you so much. Cheers for stopping.
I think you have to know yourself to take alcohol.
Right.
There are some people that can't control themselves when they take the alcohol. So if you know yourself, if you can control yourself, and you know what your limit is,
okay,
you're good to go.
So, okay, what's your name, by the way? I never caught your name.
I'm William.
William. Okay, so William says you need to know your limits, and welcome, by the way. Grab a seat and just have a little perch. You know, we're just having a chat. Ian, you had a point.
Yeah, in a perfect world, then you could have fun without alcohol, but I find that I get more relaxed when I have alcohol.
Right.
I think there's a quote, I think it's from the Quran, forgive me if it isn't, and it says, why put a thief in your mouth to steal your brains? meals, and I think that sums up alcohol quite well. But I come from a drinking culture.
Right.
You know, I'm a white working class East End, sitting outside a pub when you was a kid waiting for your parents to come up. So I grew up around alcohol. I have to say the worst decisions of my life have been made when I've been drunk. So it's
Worst
not
mistakes?
a good. Yeah.
Right.
So I wouldn't advertise it as a thing to do. But you know, appropriate drinking, if you're not using heavy machinery, if you haven't got any exams, if you've got a day off the next day, then why not?
Okay, so alcohol is maybe something like cultural, actually. You either grow up around it or not. Yeah, go on.
I like your blouse.
Oh, thank you very much. Very much. That's a very kind compliment. First one today. Yes, Ellen?
You know, I wonder how this blouse would look if you did consume some alcohol. I'm so curious.
What do you mean? What do you think?
You know, I just can imagine, like, you know, depending on the amount of alcohol you drink, maybe the blouse might appear differently.
May start
you know what I
speaking
mean?
to you
Yeah,
in
exactly.
kind of coded messages. Right, okay, hello, welcome. You can do your social media and join us as well at the same time. So before I give the microphone back to you, Ian, here's the question on the table. I mean, drinking alcohol is a cultural thing, actually, and if you grow up, if you're white working class, and you grow up around pubs, then that's just what you do. It's like not a big deal. Also, alcohol makes you make mistakes. Have you made any mistakes whilst drunk? Has that kind of happened? Or maybe you don't drink, I don't know. Do you drink alcohol sometimes? The lady's looking afar. I think she's just admiring the kind of distance over there. But yeah, making mistakes. Hello, welcome. This is a talk show. There's no age limit on the conversation, although we are talking about alcohol. Do you guys agree that alcohol is just something that is necessary to have fun? No comment. It's a secret. Okay, so this is kind of where we're at. Okay, I'm going to give it to Ellen and then to you.
I'm just wondering what's a healthy age to start drinking alcohol? You know?
Question on the table. Okay. Oh.
That's the correct answer.
The thing about that is, when I was a child, pubs seemed to be a really great place to go because my parents went there all the time.
Right.
So it was saying that as you got older, you kind of started looking forward to being on the inside of the pub or on the outside. I also would like to say, as an honorary girl, I like a glass of wine too. So if that makes me a girl, then I'm fine with that.
Right, so so Ellen, you're asking what is the good kind of moment to start drinking, and also wine is not actually a girl's drink, unless there's something that you are concealing from us, Ian. One sec, Rose, we'll just come to Louise and I'll come straight to you. Yeah. What's the age to start drinking? I think
the legal age, you know. Gotta keep it legal. What's it, 18?
18?
Yeah, 18.
I mean, do you remember first time you had alcohol? What was that like? If it's obviously appropriate to say.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I'd finished my my A levels.
Right.
And we celebrated that. So yeah, that was fun times.
Okay, so alcohol to celebrate successes, but Ian, who just temporarily just moved away. Oh, he's having a cigarette. Right, so healthy all round. Rose, did you have something that you wanted to say?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, okay, no worries. But I mean, what are you making of this conversation so far? What do you think about this idea of like some drinks being more appropriate for men, some for women? Drink is a cultural thing.
I think wine is a woman's drink.
Wine is a woman's drink, right.
And men drink it as well, but I think mainly women drink wine.
Okay, Pat, what do you think about this? I mean, do you agree with Rose? I mean, is it about, is wine just simply more of a female drink?
No, not necessary.
Okay, controversy. I mean, does gender actually apply to drinks? And Graham, what do you think? Because you're in the middle of this.
What people like, isn't it?
Okay, it's what people like, and actually we all started off by us talking about, welcome, this is a pop-up talk show, you're welcome to grab a seat and get involved. We were talking about what do people do for fun, and is having alcohol in your picnic basket appropriate or not? Some people said yes, some people said no, definitely not. Also, we were talking about earlier, I'm just going to do a rewind, we were talking about salmon. You didn't catch that, but we were talking about salmon and where its colour actually comes from, but I'm just going to grab some names, how about that? So I'm Margot, and I'm just going to do a round of names. What's your name?
Sabi.
Louise.
Zaid. Umar.
and Zaid. No? Do you want to go see?
Saleka.
Pat.
Graham.
Rose.
Ella.
And I'm Margot, and this is Talkaoke, Pop-Up Talk Show. So we can take this conversation any direction we want to. Started off by talking about picnics, talking about alcohol, talking about some things being culturally appropriate, not appropriate, and yes, salmon. Salmon, what are your thoughts about salmon? What is in your basket, your picnic basket? These are the questions. Have you guys come here for a picnic?
Yeah, I like food.
You like food? What do you, which is your favourite food?
A sandwich something? Or maybe a sandwich.
Sandwich.
Burger.
Right, okay. What's in your burger or a sandwich? What are your kind of favourite ingredients?
So, in a sandwich I would have some chicken and a lettuce. Or I maybe have a burger with a cheeseburger.
Okay, so cheeseburger, chicken as a filler for your sandwich. I mean, what do people think about this? What about yourself? What do you put in your sandwich? Do you eat sandwiches?
I do. I'm more of a tuna person.
Well, interesting that you mentioned that because Elam had a whole thing about tuna.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you like about tuna?
I hope all good because it's so convenient. It tastes good.
So is it about convenience with the tuna?
Yeah. Convenience because obviously it's a protein. And that's straight out of the can. You don't have to cook it. Quick and easy. Yeah, there you go. Quick and easy. He likes to make them for me as well. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So a bit of tuna. I mean, Sabir, did you have any strong views about tuna? Because
I don't like it. I don't like it that much because it's got strong smell.
Strong smell. Okay, so does smell actually impact? Does it matter what food smells like? Yes, Louise.
I've got a question with tuna. Like, why is it the tuna in a can is so cheap, but then tuna steaks, it costs the arm and the leg? It's the same thing. I don't get that. Can someone explain that? I'd really love.
Okay, Sabir, can you explain? What is it about it?
I think it's kind of like the freshness, isn't it? When it's kind of packed and canned, it's a longer life, and something that's perishable obviously it will cost more money because there'll be waste.
Because it's fresh. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Possibly, but I mean I don't know.
Okay, so guys, I can see you making moves, making waves. Maybe you're going. Oh right. Where are you going to? This is a question. Also, do you eat tuna? Okay, you're mooching. Have you been? What have you been doing here today? Just kind of mooching around? You involved in something?
Just looking around.
Looking around. Right, give us your final thought before you go. You know how it works. Give me your final thought. Anything at all. It could be about tuna, could be about sandwiches, or something completely different.
I don't like tuna either.
Right, it's a controversial subject after all. Yes. And what do you think about this idea that food needs to smell right, like what Sabir is saying?
That's true. If you don't like the look of it or the smell of it, you wouldn't eat
You're not going to eat it. Okay, right. So it's about looks and the smell of the food. What's the most kind of good-looking food in your books?
Pasta.
Pasta. What? Why?
Because it's easy to cook and it's easy to chop.
Yeah, but is it pretty? Is pasta pretty? This is my question.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so hitting all of these things. Okay, so people, thank you so much, Rose, for stopping by. We're here till 4 o'clock, so you're welcome to come back. But here's a question, guys. Okay, pasta. Is that food? Is that okay? I'm going to ask Sabir because you had a controversial point about.
It's good. It's very good carb, and I used to have it before. I used to do my workouts or go to training or running. It's very good to have it before you do any kind of training.
Okay, so pasta is good for when you go and exercise. I mean, do you guys go and exercise much around here?
Yeah. And pasta is a carbohydrate.
That's a very good point. I would agree with that. And do you feel like it's giving you more energy, this carbohydrate?
Maybe or not. So if you eat too much carbohydrates, then you'll get too sweet and then your teeth will fall down.
Okay, so when you eat too many carbohydrates, just be careful of your teeth, right? Because they may fall out. That's what may happen. Okay.
I do love a pesto pasta, but the ingredients are getting a bit pricey now,
Right. Okay, what do you put in your pasta? What is the kind of crunch point?
Pasta is not a big thing for us. We don't eat much of it, but if we do have it, it is usually a tuna pasta.
Okay, so tuna all the way.
Tuna all the way, yeah.
Okay, and what about this kind of what does price have got? What about the price of food? I mean, is that going to determine what we actually buy now, or just no, I like tuna, I will always buy tuna, end of? What do we think about this kind of financial situation right now?
It's a bit tricky. It's quite challenging to really think how I'm going to adjust. But you know, I've definitely felt the increase of the food in the shops, and yeah, I don't really know where I'm gonna. Maybe I'll buy less cupcakes. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll buy less cupcakes. It'll be healthier as well.
Okay, so cut back on cupcakes. I mean, do you think you'll be like cutting back on something, Graham? Graham, like, what about you in terms of your food shopping? I mean, how are you thinking things are going to evolve?
I think really and truly, I think just the prices are prices, but if you want to get something cheap, then either go Aldi's or Tesco's or even Asda.
Right.
But at least you know you're going to get your money's worth.
Okay, and but are we getting enough of our money's worth these days?
Well,
yeah.
I think I am, yeah, because I'm a single guy, so yeah, I do get quite a bit, so it's good enough for me.
Okay, what kind of? I'm really curious. I mean, anyone else like? What kind of stuff do people buy? Like, what are the bare essentials? Because I feel like, you know, Elam, what kind of stuff do
you know what, my bare essentials, I think I've actually got it, because before, living by myself, all I would do, my food would just expire and then I wouldn't get to eat it. But now I make sure I have potatoes because it's long life. I make sure I have salad because I have that every day, and then maybe like a protein, so I'll have a bit of fish or meat. And yeah, I find that this is really kind of working quite well, but always a bit of potatoes, tuna in the cupboard, some onion, and I'll be alright, you know?
What about carbohydrates? I mean, because we were just hearing here that if you eat too many carbohydrates, your teeth will fall out. Is that a concern for you?
I mean, if you brush your teeth every day, it should be alright. Should be okay.
Did you hear that? So you may be okay actually if you brush your teeth, so don't worry about it.
I do this thing called coconut oil pulling sometimes, so
wow.
yeah, you know, so.
All right, coconut, like you agree?
In your mouth.
Yeah, what was that doing?
Basically, it just kind of pulls the toxins, I think. You just kind of swish it in your mouth, the coconut oil, and apparently it's supposed to kind of draw out the toxins and the bacteria in your teeth. I mean, I don't know much about it. I did only do it for a small amount of time. Yeah, Mommy.
Okay, and have you noticed any kind of benefits? I mean, I'm also going to come to you guys.
It felt a lot more cleaner, but I don't know if you actually did. But I mean, like with anything, you kind of carry on, which I didn't anyway.
Okay, so maybe it's about some of these like healthy fashion kind of things that kind of happen, but it's actually short-lived, so it's quite hard to know if it's working or not. Yes.
If you have vegetables, then your teeth will be really clean, and you'll get good teeth if you have vegetables.
Okay, so vegetables over cupcakes. Maybe Elam, just less cupcakes. It's just better for your teeth in general. Right? Okay. I mean, do you guys do? Yeah.
He's a very disciplined kid. He's talking all the good things in life.
All right. So I mean, actually, before you guys got here, we were talking about having children as a sport itself. Yeah, and I just kind of want. Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never heard it in that context before.
You know what? It was just like we just kind of came up with it. It was just in the course of a conversation. But you know, we're talking about people having different sports. We're talking about boxing. We're talking about what's his name? Anthony Joshua. Right. Do you support Anthony Joshua? You're going to be watching the.
I didn't know he was having a match, but I just know he's a good boxer. That's all.
Okay. And apparently, one of the people around the table who's not here at the moment said that he's Nigerian. Not many people know this.
By origin from his dad's side, I think he's Nigerian. Yeah.
Right. So that's what we've been talking about. But also, and then there was a man from Brazil/Italy who said, yeah, having children is a bit like doing sports yourself. Graham, where are you off to? Give us your final thought. All right, he's back.
The more children, the more fit you are then, yeah?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
So. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, he says you have to do a lot of running, so it's like...
well, yeah. I mean, I agree to a certain extent, yeah.
Right, so what kind of disciplines do you kind of have, like, you know, in your child rearing? Like, what kind of disciplines would you identify?
Lack of gadgets probably the biggest one.
Lack of?
Gadgets.
Oh, gadgets, okay,
yeah.
right.
No tablet time, no TV time, no treat time, no...
Okay, so...
Those kind of ones. Or extra work, extra reading, extra pages, those kind of things.
Okay, right. So how do people feel about this? Like, how is Mum doing in terms of, like, telling you which things are good, which things are bad, making you to read more and play on a computer less? Is she doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you agreeing with the kind of playing less on your computer games?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you play much on your computers?
Just 15 minutes.
Okay, that's alright. And what kind of games do you play then?
Mostly dinosaur games.
Which ones?
Like a murder one.
A murder ones?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, right. But 15 minutes a day. I mean, are computer games as bad as carbs, just in general?
I really strong game, like a game that has really strong characters and look scary.
Okay, so strong characters, not scary characters. I mean, any other kind of computer game fans around here? But we can also go back talking about coconut pulling as just an interesting not fitness, but like kind of, I don't know, like a health tip, I would say. We have been talking about foods and good-looking foods. So you're going to bounce, okay? Well, before you bounce. Tell us your final thoughts. Anything that we talked about that you enjoyed hearing about, or maybe a new question. You enjoyed food?
Yeah.
What was your favourite bit about this conversation?
I like food mostly.
Right. Any particular food do you like?
Mostly chicken.
Chicken. Okay. Is it just like raw chicken, or does it have to be prepared in any kind of way?
Like fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Okay. Right. And do you have any questions to the table? Anything that you want to leave us with? Anything you want to communicate to the world? Just
not really.
Do you have a final message to the world?
No.
Thank you very much. Never got your name. What's your name?
Haritha.
Haritha, nice to meet you. And I'm sorry that you're going, but it sounds like
my name is Zaid.
Zaid. So, what is your final thought? What did you enjoy listening and talking about today?
About the pastry part.
Pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's
Okay.
pasta.
Yes, there is pasta. Okay. So pasta. Do you have your favourite pasta shape?
My favourite pasta shape is a bowy one.
Okay. Okay.
It's called bow pasta.
Bow pasta. Okay. So bow pasta. Right. Do you have any final messages to the world now that you are on the mic?
Because maybe I want to connect to the world. I don't even know how to.
What's your final thought?
Who likes the road then?
Rogan.
The road.
The road.
The road.
The road. Yes. What about the road? Sorry.
The road, like when you drown, the kind of go. Do you know that whiskey parts? You go. Whoop.
Is this something from the computer game?
No.
From an actual road in the city?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the city. I mean the road. Big city.
Okay.
In what country are you in? Can anybody guess?
No, I can't guess the country.
London.
Right, okay. Then I wouldn't have ever guessed that. But thank you. Thanks so much. Any final thoughts from you?
Not really, no. I kind of didn't know what I was going to expect here, and I kind of going away still not knowing what I kind of got out from it. But yeah, I like to speak about random things, so yeah.
Oh, fantastic. We'll grab up one of our cards. We pop
Cool,
here and
thank
there and
you.
everywhere. We're based in
Take care, have a good
Aberfeldy. And you too, and enjoy the Poplar picnic. Thanks for stopping by. So here we are. We're still here. Yeah, why not? Maybe this is a natural place to kind of swap a rune. So, all right, Elam, jump in.
Oh, no worries, man. This is fantastic.
I'll get out of your way.
I will keep an eye on this and we'll swap it around.
Wonderful. Let's give a round of applause to Margot. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Oh, I don't know if I can stretch. Ugh. I feel like the older I'm getting, the harder this is becoming.
Yeah, you will. And it'll be very hard to do it. And it's worth
Hello and welcome. This is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show. You can talk about anything, absolutely anything. So far, we've spoken about picnics. We've spoken about tuna. You know, we've spoken about coconut oil pulling. What else have we spoken about today? Alcohol. You know, what age should you start drinking alcohol? What age did you start drinking alcohol? 2? Oh, honey, you've got some stories. Okay, so yeah, feel free to get involved with the conversation. Where do you want to take it? It really is all up to you where you want to take the conversation. Come and join us. I mean, what's everyone doing here today? How did you find out about this event? What's, marks out of 10? Come and join us. Oh, how's the ice cream? How's the ice cream? Come and let us know. I can see you're really enjoying it. Oh, wow, face painting. Can't really work out what's on your face there, but come and let us know. Why don't you tell us? It's a bit Spider-Man. Oh, wow, you're eating healthy. We were talking about healthy eating today.
You know? Come and take a seat. Come and take a seat.
You're the Joker.
Oh wow. I'm the Joker.
You're the Joker. All right. What are you? Come, go on. All right. Why don't we do a round of names? What's your name?
Reese.
Sabir.
I'm Margot.
Mason.
I'm Ian.
Ian. And this is Talkaoke. It's a free-form talk show. Margot.
I've got a question to Nathan. What's his name? Nathan. Mason. If you're a Joker, do you know any jokes? Or does Joker need to know any jokes?
Good question.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Little.
Little who?
Just a little further.
Just a little further. Okay, nice.
Very good.
I'm loving that one. I'm loving that joke.
The one I wanted to play.
Okay. So jokes. What other jokes do we have? Any more jokers around the table?
I mean, I think it's a really good point because, like, if you have fun, that's like a good activity as well. You know, it's like it's a workout. It's a workout for your belly. It's a workout for your mind, and you just have fun. And you don't have to drink alcohol to to laugh at a joke.
So you're saying laughter and jokes is another form of like exercise, fitness.
Yeah,
oh, that's really interesting. I mean, you're nodding your heads, Mason.
Pardon?
So you were nodding your head about the fact that like laughing and joking is another form of exercise in a way. Yeah? I mean, when was the last time you laughed? What was the last funny thing you saw?
The last time it was the last day of school, me and my friends we made a day, I decided it, every Friday is Football Friday Fun Day, so we always joke about and laugh.
Oh well, so like you made it a thing where every Friday is Football Friday Fun Day. Do you think like we have enough, is there enough laughter in life? What made you decide to make this fun day of laughter?
Because we don't laugh that much in class, because otherwise we'll get told off, so we have a little fun.
Yeah.
And the teachers won't let us talk in the hall because we're eating. And so we decided, should we all have a Friday fun day, so we mess about by playing football.
Oh, that sounds so fun. I mean,
good point.
Do you think like this event should be titled, Fun Day, Football Friday Fun Day, yeah? I mean, what things would you like to see it? What do we think around the table? Should this be more of a funny day, a day of like laughter? Do we have enough laughter in our lives anyway, Larice?
Maybe we should adopt that in the corporate world.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have, every couple of weeks they should have a fun day in the office. Corporate jobs. Maybe it will boost morale.
Okay, so you say maybe in the corporate world we should have, there should be more fun days. I mean, do they have fun days in the corporate world? Is that something that exists maybe? Come and join us. We're talking about the corporate world. Should there be more fun days in the corporate world? I mean, in a way, we can kind of see the corporate world. We can see HSBC. Do you think they're laughing in HSBC and Citibank up there, that we can see? Come and join us. What's your name? Evans, yeah? We got Larice. We got
Sabir.
Margot.
Mason.
Ian.
And Mason, you had your hand up?
I'm healthy because every time I go to lunch, I always get a little bit of the salad at a salad bar.
Oh, nice. So you're saying, like, to be healthy, always have a little bit of salad. Evans, any thoughts about what you just heard?
These are the children I like because I'm a chef. I work in school.
Yeah.
And, I believe that what children eat is their future, really. It's not what they learn only. What they eat is very important.
Right.
Because you can have knowledgeable children, clever children, smart children, but not healthy. That's not the next generation we want.
So you're saying there's an impact between the food children eat and how they sort of think and how they will become in the future.
There's a massive connection in there.
Oh right.
Massive connection.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, you've got your hand up again?
Yeah, I think you do a great job. I think that you probably have a tight budget and you probably have to make the most of that. And I think it's a very underrated job that you do. And I totally agree that food is so important to children because, I mean, nowadays you get kids, I don't know what they eat in some schools, they promote burgers and that kind of stuff. I used to go outside, we used to get what we used to call half a loaf, get a loaf of bread, fill it up with chips and then basically soak it in vinegar. but that was my staple diet, so I had a rubbish diet.
You know what, I'm wondering, and I guess that's very clear because, you know, well, that's really interesting that what you were saying you're eating, but I want to find out from Evans, what are children eating in school today? What's the school dinner?
Well, the company that I work for has taken a lot of initiative over the years because I used to work with Bank of America, Canary Wharf, and when Jeremy Oliver launched his school meal dinner, it was a massive thing for me personally, myself. And, you know, this idea of what kids eat in school, you know, a lot of kids experience in school. School meal wasn't really great.
Right.
It was something that you were screamed at to eat.
Right.
You know, dinner ladies are ready to chop your head off before you eat.
Okay, I see.
You eat the food, and that was a lot of people's children's experience. You know, and they grow older, they have the same picture at school. Well, guess what? It's changing because I cook with the children.
Oh, so you actually cook with the children? That's
part of it. That's not my job.
So how old are the children?
That's my part of it.
How old are the children that you're feeding?
I've worked in secondary schools.
Secondary schools.
All the way to primary schools.
Okay.
I've done a lot of troubleshooting in a lot of schools.
Right. So what kind of issues are you seeing?
Well, the issue I'm seeing is you're gonna have to wean the children.
Right.
You know, he said something.
Yeah.
Children are children. Let's put the bracket on it. They will forever be children. If we wean children when they're babies from bottle, because we know that bottle can sustain them for the rest of their life, milk. If we wean them off that, then we stop weaning them from a lot of things in life.
But you know what? I want to find out does anyone know what a school meal looks like today? What are they serving up in schools right now?
What I'm serving up, I would say what I'm serving up. What I'm serving up in school is a meal that's got lots of veg in there, lots of meat, balanced diet.
Okay.
And then the children are encouraged.
Right.
I will use the word encouraged to have their fruit.
Yeah.
And to have their water.
Okay, so it's a nice balance. We got a couple of new faces at the table. What's your name?
Laurie.
Laurie. Oh, okay, so we got Laurie on this side, we got Larice on this side. And we're talking about school dinners. You know, what did school dinners look like back in the day and how has it improved? I mean, what year are you in?
Year 9.
You're in year 9, and you know, Evans is saying that school dinners have really improved over the years. Is this true? Do you eat your school dinners? Do you enjoy it? I'll give you a mic.
It depends on the day.
It depends on the day.
Yeah, it changes.
Okay. What's your favourite school meal? A
simple baguette.
A simple baguette. All right, Margot.
I agree with that. Actually, I do like just a nice sandwich. But somehow, what is it? The baguette sandwiches taste better than normal bread sandwiches. I just had a sandwich with normal bread. It wasn't as nice. If it was a baguette, it would be nicer. Yeah.
Yes, that's a word.
That's
a word. That's a word. Very crunchy. You know, you want flavor, you want texture.
Yeah.
Which is what he mentioned, and then you want tastes.
Ah.
So these are the things that when you go to McDonald's, they are aware of these 3 words: texture, taste, and flavor.
So the difference between a sandwich and a baguette is texture, taste, and flavor. Mason.
Yeah.
My favourite meal is a little wrap or a roast dinner. They're my favourites, and I like a little salad on the side.
Oh, right.
My favourite thing to get is on the dessert is either a yogurt or caramel banana.
All right, so you're quite healthy. So you like wraps, you like a roast dinner, a bit of salad on the side, and maybe like a yogurt or a sort of banoffee kind of thing for dessert. Okay, cool. So, I mean, you sound like a young man that knows exactly what kind of food and flavours he likes. I mean, Ian?
Yeah, when I was a kid, when I was a youngster, we used to go by class, as in the class would go into the dining hall, queue up for a meal, which wasn't so bad. We had greens and that. But my favourite was the pudding, the dessert. And what would happen was I'd wait to the end and queue up for seconds and thirds.
Oh,
So
nice.
you had things like pink custard and chocolate custard.
Oh, yeah.
So I used
What
to
was
eat
your
all my
favourite
dinners
dessert?
though.
What was your favourite dessert?
Oh, I think that just anything with custard. I
Oh
do
yeah,
like
good old
custard.
cake and custard. Do children still have cake and custard? Is cake and custard still a thing, Margot?
No, but I recently had a craving for custard, but I didn't have the custard, so I have the Polish version of custard.
Oh, what's that?
It's called budyń, so it's like you make it with milk. It's like a vanilla flavour. It's just a little bit less. No, it's actually basically like custard.
Okay,
It's very
that sounds
similar.
nice.
And I just wanted it, so I just had that craving, but it really took me back to being a child.
How interesting. So you're saying that like that really took you back to being a child. I'm wondering, food really seems to have a power of bringing back memories. Mason?
And also, diets are not that healthy, but if it says no calories, no sugar, which means it's healthy, which it says on my drink,
Yeah.
that's why I got it.
Right, so you're actually making decisions about the food you eat. So you actually really are
It's
sort of
fizzy, but
Yeah.
I like fizzies, but it had no sugar on.
Yeah.
No calories.
Right, okay, Evans, and I'll come to you, Ian.
You young man, you're well informed, and you know my heart goes out to you. And I guess you're explaining these things to us. You're gonna explain it to your own peers as well, and
I have a one-to-one, which helps me, and I always go out and play football. A one-to-one is where it's just one person working with me for the whole day. And so I run around like I like playing football. When I was 1 year old, I always used to start kicking things like balls and all of that stuff.
So you're saying that like there's someone advising you and like you have a mentor in a way. Ian, did you have your hand up before?
I've forgotten now.
You know what? I want to find out like food memories. Margot, you were saying that having your. Did you say it's called borage? What did you say it's called? Budyń. It sort of reminds you of your childhood. I mean, do we have any other foods that remind us of our childhood? Ian?
Yeah, I mean, for me, culture food is pie and mash. I mean, we used to have that as a treat. It used to be in all the East End thing. What is pie and mash? I can't believe you're asking me that. It's mashed potato with. I'm a vegetarian, so I have the vegetarian pie.
Right.
But and it's in a liquor which is made out of forgotten now. Mint, not mint. Parsley.
Right.
Made out of blood, actually.
Okay,
so
lovely,
Margot
lovely.
tells me. Yeah.
You know what? I want to find out. I mean, is there any foods? I'm going to come to you, Margot and Mason. But is there any foods that you eat that bring you back to your childhood?
Mom, Debbie's here.
I come from South Asian background, we mostly Indian food. But in secondary school, I used to love the lunch on Wednesdays. And Wednesdays was roast dinner, so I used to love that.
So good old roast dinner on a Wednesday.
The chicken wraps, which was a separate stand. I used to love that as well.
Okay.
Cake and custard all the way,
So you're saying actually school dinners really brings back some lovely memories for you, you know? Mason, and I'll come to you, Margot.
In McDonald's, it's unhealthy, but I mostly get vegetarian. Like I get a quarter pounder, which mostly has vegetables in it, and they should make McDonald's healthier.
Okay, so make McDonald's healthiher.
And they should grow more food, and people should take more respect to flowers.
I mean, what kind of foods would you grow?
I would grow loads of fruits and veg.
Loads of fruits and veg. I mean, do you think? Do we respect flowers more? Mason is saying that people don't respect flowers. I mean, I can't really see any flowers in iShot, but do we respect flowers enough, Larice? Do we have respect for flowers?
Maybe not. Maybe we should.
I'm going to come to you, Evans. Larice?
Maybe we don't. I don't know. It kind of goes into global warming and stuff like that, and protecting the land and being sustainable. So it's very good that you are aware of that, Mason.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're saying maybe as an individual we do, but as a global collective, perhaps we don't. We've got some new faces around the table. What's your name? What's your name? Tell us who you are. No worries at all, we'll come back to you. What's your name? What's Mum's name? Shabana. Take a seat, Shabana. We got a chair there. Bring it a bit closer. Yeah. Move. Yeah. There you go.
Because once when I was helping my mum taking the recycling down, I saw a flower leaning over. It was dead.
Oh.
Oh
God.
And then there was a pole next to it. So I thought someone might have done it. It wasn't me.
Yeah. So just to fill Shabana in, we're talking about school dinners. Do we respect the environment enough? Do we respect flowers enough? What would you plant? Let's get. I thought you were leaving us, Mason. Margot.
I just wanted to say, I just wanted to link some things up because you were saying, Evans, about children being the future, and obviously you work as a chef, so you know what kind of foods are being kind of given to children. But I wonder, what is the future of the food? Like, are we will we be vegetarian? Will we be growing more kind of processed food from the some kind of I don't know, some kind of lab? Like, what is it going to be? I mean, or are we gonna stop caring about things being organic because it won't be sustainable to have a cow anymore? You'll just be eating like not plastic, but
I mean, that's a good question because Mason was saying we should plant more. But what is the future of food? What's the future of food?
I strongly believe that the future of food is very bright.
Okay.
Because what we've gone as a society is industrialization of food.
Right.
Now what we're craving for is organic. But the only difference is organic is much expensive. Why? Because of the process by which organic comes out.
Right.
Whereas we've industrialized food for many years. Now humanity is crying for nature to be linked with food.
Right.
Which is why I'm happy to buy organic food irrespective of how the cost is.
Right.
Because the clue in organic food is also that the flavors are awesome.
I mean, earlier we were talking about what impact will the increase in food costs have on your food shop. Shabana, I mean, what do you think? Do you buy organic?
I don't buy organic. The reason being is because of the cost, although I would love to. I do have a small garden and I do try and grow during the summertime, try and grow my own vegetables, which is nice. But during the winter, obviously I can't because it won't grow. Because of the British weather, it's constantly raining. But I would love to buy organic, but like I said, we're having 6 kids, big family. The prices of the food and everything is too costly. I mean, I just stick to whatever I can afford. But the flavor, it depends on how the person cooks it.
Right.
Like us Asian, we use a lot of spices, chilies. It gives out the flavor. So with the flavor and stuff is different.
So you're saying you may not necessarily need to buy organic food, but you can actually buy food from anywhere but spice it up a bit to give it that. But what vegetables do you grow? That's what I want to know.
I grow things like pumpkin, tomatoes, potatoes.
Wow. So. How interesting. I mean, do you think enough people know how to grow their own fruit and veg?
I didn't know how to grow. I just put them in the soil, watered them, and that's it.
Right. Okay, so you don't actually need to know how to grow? No. You don't actually need to learn?
Things like potato, you plant them, and then the plant starts growing.
Oh, wow.
And then you chop off the plant and make it into a spinach or something.
So how interesting. So you're saying it's quite easy to grow your own fruit and veg. You don't actually need to know how to grow it, Space.
The only thing is just keep watering, which is a headache, especially when you got a big house.
Right. So make sure to water it. Ian?
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to say something about Mason was saying about Pepsi, the bottle of Pepsi. They give you the values of what's in it on the side of the thing, but it gives you the value per portion. What it doesn't say is that there's 2 portions in each thing, so you have to double that. You see, so
that's interesting.
Secondly, I'd like to say that talk about plants and flowers. If you grow, what is it now? Oh, I've forgotten the name of it. But some vegetables have beautiful flowers.
So some veg have actually gorgeous flowers.
What's that small kind of not pumpkin.
Turnip.
Courgette. So if you grow a courgette, the flower on a courgette is like an orchid. It's a huge orange flower, and it's really, really beautiful.
Oh wow! So you're saying, do you know how to grow fruit and veg? Is growing fruit and veg hard?
I'm part of something called the Poplar, called the Bertram Street Gardeners, and we have a little garden that we tender.
Wow.
And so yeah, we grow stuff there, tomatoes.
So you're saying you actually have a community garden?
Yeah, there's plenty of them around. I must say a lot of the Asian community, they do grow some wonderful stuff. Is it Kuddu, yeah. That's a wonderful plant in itself.
Wow, so a lot of the Asian community actually grow their own fruit and veg. Oh, we got quite a lot of new faces around the table. Let me do a round of names. What's your name? Welcome. Ian.
Sagan.
Sagan. Layla.
Mahadia.
Take a seat. You know, there's a seat here waiting for you. What's your name?
Sahra.
Sahra? Sahra.
Evans.
Larice.
I'm Margot.
Margot.
Idris.
Fardus.
Ildia.
Yeah? Ilyas. Selena. Alina. Shabana, yeah? I'm Elam. This is Talkaoke. This is a pop-up talk show. So actually we've also got Laura. She's doing the visuals on the screen here. I don't know if we can actually have a look through. Can we have a look through some of the visuals? Is that something that we can do? Well, at the moment, what's on screen is we've been talking about growing your own food. Shabana, yeah? Shabana here said that it's so easy to actually grow pumpkins, potatoes, and some of these plants actually produce flowers. As you can see, we've been talking about McDonald's. McDonald's needs to actually become more healthy. What about, school dinners? What's school dinners saying? What are people eating? We're talking about food, memories. What food do you eat brings back memories,
I remember during my school dinners, we weren't into healthy or anything. It's like full of fish fingers, chips, beans, all the flavoursome food, different lasagna, whatever. Nowadays, when I see my children eat, I feel sorry for them. Because our generation was the best when it came to school dinners.
Really?
Nowadays it's like small portions. It's it's more healthy.
How
but
interesting!
When the kids come home, we mummies give them anything. As long as them, they're full.
Wow.
They keep us quiet.
So you're saying Jamie Oliver kind of ruined things?
He did. Oh my God! If I saw Jamie, I would have told.
Let's get final thought. Okay,
school dinners on his face. Seriously.
Aye. So you chuck the school dinners on their face. Yeah. I'm gonna okay, Evans. I'm gonna come to you, and then I'm gonna come to you.
I'm not happy with the school dinners.
We have a chef around the table. Let's get a quick thought from you, Evans.
I work in school. I love it. I would say that Jeremy Oliver didn't really ruin things.
Okay.
Because when he started, there was a structure there already, which he wanted to transform that structure. So if you have a building here, and then people say, oh, well, you can't change the structure of the building.
Right.
There is less you can do.
Okay.
So he did try, but if I have a dinner lady that's been in that school for let's say 30 years, the mindset will be difficult to change.
Okay.
Years, what she's been doing, she's been giving fish fingers, baked beans.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you think about Shabana? Remind me of your name. Shabana, correct. What Shabana is saying about, the school pre-Jamie Oliver, school dinners pre-Jamie Oliver was much better than the food today. I mean, Shabana is not happy with what her children are eating at school.
I would disagree.
Yeah, you'll disagree. Because you're a chef.
Based on what I do, my kids eat baked fresh bread every day.
Oh, whoa.
Every day.
Can I come round? I just want to get a thought. So remind me of the name again. Fardus, yeah? I mean, I know you had some opinions about what Shabana was saying. I mean, what do you think about what Evans is saying,
To be honest, the experience that I've got with my kids, I've got primary kids and secondary kids.
Yeah.
So in secondary school, they always complain about the taste of the food.
Oh.
They said some of the food is tasteless.
Okay.
Yeah, they're tasteless. Like most of the time, they don't even eat food at school.
Right.
So they come home hungry. Like as soon as they come home, they want to eat straight away at home.
Yeah.
So in primary,
Yeah.
it's okay. I don't have any complaint for
But secondary school.
But in secondary school, it's more challenging for food-wise. Yeah.
I mean, so tell me, what kind of food are you feeding your children at home? I mean, Evans is feeding them fresh baked bread every day.
To be honest, I don't give fresh bread baked, but I make as fresh as possible.
Yeah.
I make every day from scratch.
So
Like,
what did you make? What's for dinner tonight?
For dinner tonight, I'm making lasagna.
A bit of lasagna.
And
okay.
chicken, yeah.
Lasagna and chicken. And do your children request meals, or do you kind of like make up the meals every day?
No, what we do sometimes is we come together and we discuss what we're eating tonight. It's like, what should we eat? What do you guys think?
Okay.
They will give me options like, should we eat this and that? So yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's a collaborative process. Margot.
Thank you. I wish my mum was more collaborative when agreeing the menu when I was growing up, because very often it was just like, it's this for dinner, you're eating this thing, which is why that's why I wanted to just like go out and have like crispy things. We're talking about baguettes versus bread before. I just wanted new texture, I just wanted something nice and exciting. So I think parents should be more collaborative with how they just like do things with children in general, not just food.
So you're doing the right thing. I want to find out from this side of the table. Layla, what do you like to have for dinner?
Lasagna.
All right, okay, so you're having lasagna. I'm assuming you're having lasagna tonight. What about yourself? What are you having? What's your favorite food?
Pancake.
Oh, pancakes.
Chapati.
Chapati, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Why don't we go around and find what everyone's favorite food is? We'll do a quick round.
Pasta.
Okay, pasta's come up quite a lot today. What's your favorite food?
Chicken or meat biryani.
Oh, chicken omelette biryani. Oh my god, that sounds nice. I know I'm going to feel quite hungry after going round. What's your favorite food? Yeah, the same? What's your favorite food?
Pasta.
Pasta again. What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is rice and meat.
Oh, rice and meat.
Yeah.
What kind of meat though?
As a Somalian, we do kind of junk meat.
Okay. So it's like a mixture.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah. If you go to Somali restaurant, you.
Maybe you can give me some recommendations for some Somali restaurant.
Yeah.
I've heard about there's a good one in Tottenham somewhere, but I don't know. Maybe.
There's one in Tottenham. There's one in Shepherd Bush.
Okay, Shepherd's. All right. Okay, I do have that Tottenham one saved, so I'll go there. What's your favorite dish? Oh, so another second for pancakes. What's your favorite dish now?
Well, actually, right now I'm going through a phase of liking polenta and goat cheese.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that sounds very posh. I'm not gonna lie.
I do quite like stewed chicken. That's nice.
Oh, stewed chicken.
I do like my chicken. I do like pasta. Bolognese.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna go for a bolognese.
Bolognese.
That's quite traditional. Pasta, so we got pasta. We got a lot of meat dishes, rice. Pancakes as well. Very popular.
I would like to go back to that point about food being good looking. I think part of food needs to look good. It has to, and I think the reason why, for instance, polenta is so misunderstood is that it doesn't really look that good, but it is really tasty. It's basically like semolina type of thing. So it's like one of those things that people have got bad memories from the school dinners about, but it's actually really nice. But it just looks a bit.
Right. So you're saying that food needs to look visually appealing.
There's a saying, you feed your eyes before you feed your belly.
You feed your eyes before you feed your belly. Okay.
I mean, look at this burger on the table.
Right, with the flowers. I mean, I wouldn't mind biting into some flowers.
So many times.
I wouldn't mean.
Very nice.
You're gonna cook it for your school.
Feed your eyes before you feed your belly. Is this how you kind of operate? Does food need to look good? The DLR, can you eat on the DLR? I don't know. I just saw her with a DLR bag. I wouldn't mind a little DLR bag. So we're in a park right now. Is there any edible moments in this park right now? You were talking about the fact that you can eat flowers from your veg, but I'm wondering, do we need to sort of plant more food in parks? How should we be using this park? Is this park used in a good way? how often do you come to this park? Do you come to this park quite a lot? Oh, sorry, let me give you this one. Do you come to this park quite a lot?
Like once in a while.
Once in a while. I mean, what would make you come to this park more? You need to have a little think about it. I mean, what about anyone around the table? I mean, what brought you here today? What would you like to see in this park?
I would say park should be for kids, for grown-up to come and enjoy, sit, not think about food, about planting or anything, you know. Park is an outdoor space for running, for jumping. I would like to see more probably climbing frames or something more activities going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it needs to be a multifunctional space for adults and children.
Yeah.
A bit more than what's happening right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we have been talking about food so much today, but I think also like the activities, that it's important to kind of use the park to keep active and stuff. But I wonder whether there should be some kind of, I don't know, like healthy food dispensers or something. Like if you're local, let's say if you run around the park 3 times, then you get like a free access to, I don't know, like a flour burger or something, you know, because I think food is fuel as well.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, so you're saying I'm going to come to you and then I'll come to you.
Yeah, I would say obviously you can't give out free food. Like, come on, park is every day.
Can't you give out free food?
Free water, to have a decent water fountain.
Right.
Well, you know, because kids end up being in the park constantly.
Right.
4 hours.
So you're saying free food isn't possible, but is free food possible? But you're saying definitely free water.
Yeah.
Let's come to you.
To be honest, we are very local. We just live around the corner. So in this park, most of the time, there's teenagers.
So there's teenagers in this park
there, with no parents supervising.
Right.
And the way they playing and the way they swearing and I hardly come. To be honest, I hardly come to this park.
So you're saying
avoiding them to.
So you're saying there's too many teenagers in this park?
Yeah.
Swearing and, you know. Evans, let's get a final thought from you. Are you leaving us? Let's get a final thought from you. A nice quick final thought.
You know, as I said, school meals should be better in every situation because these kids are our future. You know, if they are smarter, which they are, and they eat well, guess what? We're going to have a stronger future.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Evans. We got a school chef in the building. Thanks for joining us, Evans. We got quite a few new faces around the table. Let's get around to names.
Sarah.
Lisa.
Maya.
Simon.
Isis.
Margot.
Oh, let's get a final thought from you before you go.
Yeah, as I said, in this park we've loved to enjoy, but the most of the, especially in the afternoons, there's a teenager gathering with no supervising with their parents, and they swearing and what they're doing in here. Most of the time I avoid to come in this park.
So you're saying that you come and take a seat. Come and get involved. So I'm wondering, is there do we need to communicate with these teenagers? So you're saying that
there's no way you cannot. Yeah. As I say, supervise is because while they're in here, they do whatever they want to do. They just, I don't mind if they're playing and enjoying. That's okay. That's the reason why we came here. But while they're swearing with the young kids around, that's the bad language. The bad language that they're using, and it's just that's more concern.
I mean, I'm wondering if there's something that can be done. But thank you for joining us. We're going to be here till 4 o'clock. So come back. Let us know how everything's going. Are you staying with us? You staying?
Are you gonna stay? You're gonna come with me?
Oh, wonderful, fantastic. Well, you know what? Thank you for coming. Any more final thoughts? Any final thoughts?
No.
We'll be here till 4, so come. Thank you for joining us, though. Let's continue with the round of names. Isis there.
Sabir.
Sipping on some coffee. Nice.
I'm Margot.
Margot.
Say Alina.
You ready?
Say Alina.
Alina.
Shabana.
I'm Elam. This is Talkaoke. This is a pop-up talk show. Wow, we really have spoken about quite a bit today. We've got some visuals by Laura there. We've got Jamie Oliver. Apparently, according to Shabana, Jamie Oliver ruined school dinners. Ever since he showed his face, she's wanted to throw a plate in it. But apparently, according to Evan, school dinners have improved now because at the end of the day, what children eat will have a great impact on their future. We're talking about growing fruit and veg. You know, apparently it's really easy as well to grow fruit and veg. Young people, there's too much teenagers in this park. You know, what can we do? They're swearing, but do we need more multifunctional places? There's a lot we've been talking about. What's your favorite meal? Where do we want to take this conversation? I see you've got an avocado there. I'm assuming you like avocados.
It's not an avocado, it's an avocado bag.
Oh, okay, to be specific. Oh, all right. I mean, okay, so we got an avocado bag. So do you like avocados?
Not very much.
So is it okay to have an avocado bag and you don't like avocados?
Sort of.
Okay, sort of. All right.
It's a good looking bag.
So
I don't know, I'm just saying
it's more about the looks. I mean, we were talking about Evans left us with a quote. What was the quote again about?
Something about like if you children are the future, so if you eat good food, then you're gonna get smart and you can come up with.
You eat with your eyes.
Oh, that one is right. Wow, he left us with a few golden thoughts, but I do wonder, like, because I do like when people wear like slogans on the t-shirts or like the bags or whatever. I think it's good about putting the message out there. I don't know what message I'm putting out there right now. Just like keep it bonkers. I think maybe that's the one. But yeah, I do like that kind of extra information coming from the clothes.
Okay, so clothes are communicate. I mean, what does our clothes communicate? What's our clothes communicating right now? You know, I did see one of the girls, she had like a hijab with a lot of text on it, and I was like, oh, that looks really nice. I mean, what is your clothes communicating right now? When you chose what you wanted to wear today, I mean, what did you want to express?
I'm not sure very much. I just wear clothes.
Okay. You just wear clothes. Shabana.
For me, it was easy. To come to a park, you need something simple and casual, so you can relax, run after the kids, whatever. So it's so it's just simple clothes.
So for you, it's all about simplicity.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna allow you to move the most. You know.
Because especially when you have young kids, obviously they go all over the place, so you need to run after them. So you need to have that comfort.
Yeah. I mean, do you sort of does what people wear make an impression on you? Do you think you can sort of understand a person through their clothing?
Not really, because like my sister, one day she'll be wearing trousers, one day she'll be wearing dresses, the next she'll be wearing with those hijab. So you can never tell, because if you look at her hijab, you'll think, okay, she's a respectable person. Not really. My sister, she's at home dancing about, wearing shorts, but what she wears outside is because like it's so quick to put on, cover yourself up and go. So you can't look at a person and think, okay, that's
made you sort of non-judgmental.
Yeah, definitely.
Margot, come and join us. We're talking about clothing. What made you decide to wear what you're wearing today?
No, I do like this idea of what our clothes kind of communicate about us, and I think summer is just such a kind of like for me it's a challenging time because like in a way, like especially during a heat wave, I just wanted to wear a lot, like nothing basically.
Yeah.
But it just wouldn't work. But why?
So you're saying during the heat wave you didn't want to wear it? I mean, what makes you choose the clothes that you wear? Come and join us. Let us know. You want to go? Okay, let's get a final thought from you, Alina. Let's get a final thought from you. What did you like about today?
Did you like the puppet show? Say puppet show. No?
Okay, we don't have a fan. That's okay. Thank you for joining us.
Very shy to speak, but for her to like sit there and to actually say her name, I'm very impressed with that.
You know what? I'm so happy for you. Thank you for spending time with us. Do you have any final thoughts, Shabana?
Not really. Just like do whatever what people want, innit? Like be happy. Eat what you like in it. One thing is something simple, easy. You can't always go for organic because of the cost. If you want organic, then people need to get together, complain to the government to reduce the price of the organic food. Yeah.
So you're saying do what you want, be happy, but also if you want more, you have to demand more. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be here till 4 o'clock. So do come back. Let us know how everything's going. Lovely to meet you. Maybe you can grab one of our cards or find out about a future event. What about on this side? I mean, we've spoken about quite a lot so far. Siobhan is saying that, you know, although she can't afford organic foods, you know, maybe if we want that, we should demand it. What about our clothing? I mean, any thoughts about anything we've spoken about so far today? Any thoughts?
I really like fairies.
You really like fairies? Oh, what do you like about fairies?
But I like
yeah.
But I like these.
You like things, you like fairies. I mean, is there enough fairies? Who else likes fairies? What is a fairy? What is a fairy? Can anyone tell us what a fairy is?
A fluttering thing that flies around, which is a bit like a house pixie and a bit like a tooth fairy or a birthday fairy or anything that you would ever think of a fairy she likes. We even try and make fairy forests.
I mean, have you seen a fairy before?
Yes, I have.
What did it look like?
It was, well, you kind of like imagine what it is.
Right. So you've seen in your imagination. Do you think we see enough things in our imagination?
No.
You know? No. I mean, Margot?
I just think that imagination is a really kind of powerful thing, so thanks for like talking about it, but I think people just don't use their imagination enough. I think it's just like when you're a grown-up, we were talking about like can people in the corporate world have fun? I don't think they can. It's just not possible.
Oh, okay.
They just don't have their imagination. They work in banks and it's just like
right.
How can you have fun working at HSBC big massive building?
Oh yeah, just behind us.
So I've had friends who worked in corporate world. I'm going there soon. I just graduated. But
Okay.
well, some of the things they do, some of the things they do.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen weird things like where they do clear up the whole tables and everything, and they just do slides. That's like they start running on the floor and they do slides as far as you can go, and it's just like do whatever you think at the moment.
So you're
and
looking
most for Fridays in the evening, so you know if anything happens, you'll be fine for the weekend.
I mean, what is the corporate world? You know, what is the corporate world? Hey, hello. What is the corporate world? Does anyone know what the corporate world is? Can anyone No? Does anyone know what the corporate? Do you know what the corporate?
He must know.
Simon. Oh, expose. Oh, maybe not. What's the corporate world? You went to Oxford University, so you should know.
It's quite hard to describe. People mainly working in offices, behind computers, not having fun apparently, unless it's Friday night, sliding around on the floors.
Okay then, so people work in offices, behind computers. Really hard to describe. I mean, oh yes, we got somebody with a microphone. What's your name? Tell us what your name is. Maya. So we got Maya with a microphone. Margot?
I'm just curious, like, hello, this is just a talk
welcome.
show.
Come and join us.
Just talking about corporate world. No, because I'm really curious, like, does anybody know what does it mean to be, work in corporate world? Because to me, it's got nothing but bad connotations.
Yeah.
And even people putting tables together and doing slides, like, to me, it's just like, is it just because they work in a tiny office and they just get cabin fever? Like, what is that about? I think I'm just really prejudiced against people who work in corporate world. My friend actually is visiting me at the moment. I haven't seen him because guess what? He works in a corporate corporation.
Oh my
and
God.
he just didn't have time to meet me.
Aye. So when you work in the corporate, let's get a final thought from you guys. Any final thoughts? Isis?
No.
Okay. Do we need to say no more?
No.
Do we need to say no more? Is that what it is? Any final thoughts?
Eat your avocados.
All right. So you're pro avocados, but why? Why should we eat avocados?
Lots of healthy, it's like superfood, healthy fats.
Right.
Tastes nice.
It tastes
makes good salad.
fashionable. Any final thoughts?
Believe in fairies.
Believe in fairies. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be here till 4 o'clock. Let us know how it all goes. We got a new face at the table on the phone. Why not get them involved in the conversation too? Come and let us know. Come and, do you work for Poplar Union? What about these people who are on this healthy table? They seem to be talking a lot about the apples that they're sort of giving away. Are those apples free? Earlier on the table there, because earlier, Shabana was saying that, it's impossible to give free food, but it's happening there. We got a new face at the table. What's your name?
Nikita.
We got Louise.
I'm Margot.
We got Laura, who's doing the visuals. And this is Talkaoke. This is a pop-up talk show. So far, we've been talking a lot about food. We've been talking about avocados, fairies. Margot?
Hello, this is a talk show, you're welcome to join, but what I wanted to say is, I recently saw that in Tower Hamlets, you can sign up to this scheme where you pay, I think, £3.50 a week, and you can go to one of the food stores, special food stores, and you can get some extra vegetables for, for that membership, and sometimes they've got cleaning materials as well, but mostly it's to supplement your weekly shop with extra fruit and veg.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, do you know anyone that's tried this? Do you live in Tower Hamlets? Have you heard of this scheme before?
Never heard of it. I do live in Tower Hamlets, yeah.
Okay, I mean, would you want to sign up to this scheme? £3.50 a month, is it?
A week? Oh, is it a month?
A month?
No, it's maybe it's a week.
Yeah.
I think it's per week. Per month would be a really good price, but I don't think that's it. But yeah.
Okay, and then you get extra fruit and veg. I mean, come and join us. Let us know. I mean, you work for the event. Let us know how it's all going, what you're seeing. So what is it that you like about Tower Hamlets? What brought you here?
Oh, I was brought up here.
You was brought up in Tower Hamlets. What about yourself?
Also
Let me take a seat. Okay, yeah. I mean, what part of Tower Hamlets were you brought up in?
What part?
Yeah.
Originally Brick Lane.
Okay, Brick Lane. Okay, that's where it's happening now. I mean, how about yourself?
Just up the road, Devon's Road.
Okay, Devon's Road. I mean, we're here today in this park with Poplar Union. I mean, we've been talking about fashion. What does fashion say about you? Does clothing communicate something? I'm curious about this man's orange bed, actually. I'm very intrigued. I'm wondering what that's about. What is that communicate? Come and join us. We want to find out about your orange bed, or maybe someone can tell us about what that means, Yeah, we're talking about, how do you perceive someone based on what they're wearing? I'm looking at what everyone's wearing now. Come and join us. What's your name?
He doesn't speak. He doesn't speak.
Okay, no worries. Take a seat. You can translate. I asked. So, what language do you speak? Yeah. What language do you speak?
Bengali.
Bolotako? No. Okay, so that was my attempt at Bengali.
What were you trying to say?
I was gonna say, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, phew.
Okay. Yeah. So, was the pronunciation correct?
Yeah.
How do you say how's it going?
তোমার ভাষা কোথায় কোন কি সেটা বলো তুমি আমি বাঙালি বলতে পারি না আর কি I'm not sure how you say that.
Say that again?
I'm not very sure how you say that because I'm still learning about it.
Okay. Oh, so you're still learning the language. I mean, maybe I'll give a summary of what we're talking about. We're talking about, how, what does our clothes say about us? I mean, some of us were quite intrigued about the orange bed. What does the orange bed mean? Does it mean anything? Why is his orange bed? Why is his bed dyed orange?
তুমি বলো সেটা বলে দাও ওটা এটা বলে দাও যে এটা সুন্দর লাগে এটা খুব সুন্দর লাগে so he loves the color orange that's why he wants his beard to be orange.
Okay, so you love, nice, lovely, so lovely color orange. Should I say that again?
No, I said I love it and it looks really good. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you might want to translate that. So we got someone who loves the orange bear and it looks good. So thumbs up is the translation.
My friend who's a boy, he was saying to me, oh maybe, because he's got quite grey hair now, and he was saying, oh maybe I should dye my hair like dark brown, which was his like natural colour. Do you think that's okay? Like, will women like it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, just do what you want. But then I'm like, I'm not sure, because you're going for like a really like outstanding color and I really like that, but if you're trying to kind of have a hair color that's supposed to mimic your natural hair color, is that okay? I don't know.
Okay? All right, you know what, I'm going to get around the names because we've got some new faces at the table. We got
Margot.
Musfit. Musfit, yeah? Musfit. Okay, Musfit.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad
Ali.
Ali, Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Oh, okay. Larice.
Tahib.
Nikita. Jamila. I'm Elam. This is Talkaoke. This is.
I'm sad to say boring old Ian.
We got wonderful Ian. We got
terrible name.
No boring at all. We got Laura doing the visuals there. I mean, what do we think about this? Dyeing our hair? Do we dye our hair enough? We got quite a few people with dyed hair. I mean, why do we dye our hair? Why did you dye your hair?
I don't know, just for a change.
Switch it up. All right, switching it up a bit. Let's get a final thought from you. Anything you want to leave us with, or anything that stood out for you from the conversation?
No, it's been lovely to see what's happening in the local parks. I was just passing by. I'm a drama therapist. I needed to hand these out, but I need to go.
You're what therapist? Maybe you could tell us about it.
Drama therapist.
Okay. So, what does that mean? What is a drama therapist?
So it's psychotherapy, but you use it creatively. Use art, use drama, use storytelling, puppetry with kids, with adults. At the moment I'm going to run sessions with adults that have children with autism.
Okay, so are you running it today or?
No, they're going to start in October.
Okay, do you think there's enough drama around? Do people act enough? Is there enough drama?
Oh, there's always enough drama. Right now there's drama. Drama is happening.
This is drama. This is happening right now. Okay, so we got a drama therapist.
I think because English is my second language, but when people kind of say like, oh, it's drama, baby, it's like I love drama, it's a lot of drama. Drama gets like a really bad name, but I think drama is just like, this is just what happens. Is like the dynamic of people doing things together, or events unfolding. That's drama, but I think we just kind of made it like negative. I don't know why.
So you're saying for some reason drama, the term drama, there's a lot of drama, it's actually got kind of a negative connotation, but actually, as Nikita said, this is drama's happening right now in front of us. So I mean, what do you think about this? I mean, do you do drama at school? What's the drama happening at your school now?
So the drama what we done before was like basically based on an African story, like a boy. So it's basically like how the world was made, basically. So basically like there was lightning, so a boy crafted a bow and arrow to protect his family, basically.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, our teacher said we were gonna do a drama of it. So we did. So basically, it was me, my friends, and everyone else, and we were doing fun activities and in drama, and
And what was your role? What was your role in the play?
My role in the play was the guy who shoots the arrow into the storm.
Wow, I mean, how did you feel? That sounds like a very significant role to play.
I felt excited and happy, and
you felt excited and happy to have that role. Oh my gosh! I mean, what about you? Are you in school right now? Were you in this play? What's the drama happening in your life, in your school right now?
In my school, drama is basically like dancing with friends.
So dancing with friends, okay. So is that in the school playground or?
Like in the halls.
In the halls. I mean, do you think there's enough drama? Do you think, is there enough drama in life? Is there enough drama at school, in the classroom? Margot was saying how like the city there, the corporate world, there's just not enough drama, there's not enough laughter, Not enough excitement. I mean, what do you think?
I think there's so much drama in the world because there's so many movies.
So you're saying there's actually a lot of movies, you know, there's a lot of things that's reflecting, that's creating drama. Any final thoughts?
On what, sorry?
Just anything you want to leave us with? Any final thoughts about anything you've heard today?
No, not entirely.
We're going to be here till 4 o'clock. Let us know how everything goes. Thank you for joining us. We've got a new face at the table. What's your name?
Paula.
Thank you. What's your name?
Paula.
Welcome to Talkaoke, the table of chat. This is Talkaoke, this is a pop-up talk show. We're talking about drama, we're talking about school plays, we're talking about all the different roles we can have in plays. Yeah, maybe this could be a good time to swap over, actually. Oh, you got your hand up. What's your name, by the way? Oh, you're going. I don't know if you have a final thought. Thank you for joining us, Muhammad Ali. Thank you for joining us. Any final thoughts from you? Oh, I see you got a sword there.
Can I go?
Do you have a final thought? Anything you want to leave us with? Where do you want to take the conversation? Where should we take the conversation? What should we talk about?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's okay. You know what? It's okay to not know in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially at your age. You got your whole life in front of you, so you make up your mind at your own time, mate.
You hear that? That's some good advice there. Good advice. All right, so it looks like we're going to have a little swappage. I'm going to jump out I'm going to jump out the middle of the table. Anyone want to jump in? Hey, we got Margot. Amazing.
Okay.